Hey everyone, Morgan here. Thank you all so much for watching. Today I have a great interview with Happy Prepper. He's a 12-year-old prepper. How many young preppers like that do you know? Very few, right? So I'm really excited to have him on my channel, and let's get started with the questions. So first, tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you get started with preparedness?
So first off, thank you for having me on your channel. It's just really great to work with you. And yeah, so the first question. So I've been really involved in like Cub Scouts. I was 6, and then now I'm really involved in Boy Scouts. So that has really just been like, that was like the starting point of how I really got prepared, because like I was really interested in the outdoors, and it sort of like made my passion really bigger. And when I was younger, I always loved to build like little survival kits. That's how I really started my YouTube channel. Like, I look back on some of my past YouTube videos and they just really make me laugh. And yeah, back then I only had like 14 subscribers, only like my friends were watching, and I was getting like 5 views, but it was just super fun. And I'm still doing YouTube today, and it's still super fun.
You are a 12-year-old prepper. That's pretty impressive, I gotta say. Um, and you even have your own YouTube channel, which is great that you're sharing that knowledge, especially with, your age, and I'm sure it inspires a ton of people. Your age isn't the only thing that defines you, of course, but I have to assume that your family is on board. Do you prepare for your whole family, or do they prep too?
Yeah, my family is on board, especially with everything that's going on. And actually, they did just order some mound houses, like I think a couple canisters, and they have ordered a couple other preps. And yeah, they're pretty on board. At the start, they were like iffy, and they're like, this prepping thing is a little weird. But all the things, like, we've lived through some power outages, hurricanes, and this scenario going on right now, and it's just really changed their minds about prepping. And it's really just made them more on board. And I really think prepping's a family thing, because like, you live with your family, and obviously prepping, it's really the main reason for most preppers prepping is for their family, because they love them so much. And obviously you want to make your family like you like, obviously they may not be like super passionate as you are, but you should make sure that they know like a couple scales, and you should probably like bring during dinner time a couple conversations up, so that they know more things.
Okay, this might be a little silly question, but since you are 12 years old, it may actually not be so silly, but oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? Are you interested in having a career in preparedness, like emergency management or something? Or is there something else that interests you and preparedness will just always be a part of your life?
So yeah, I'm not really that interested in having a career in preparedness, but obviously it will always be in my life. But since I am a prepper, I am actually pretty interested in the military currently in my life, but I would always want to do something like business related, because probably I'm not going to make the military my career, but I always love business. And with my YouTube channel right now, I don't make any money, but I would love, like, once I start to grow more, so that I can make more money, so I could afford more like gear, and sort of be that my hobby, but then also I get paid to do it. Like, that would be really, really cool.
What is your EDC? I would love to see where your EDC is for, especially your age and, any potential limitations like school-wise or anything like that.
What is my EDC? So I record with my phone. It's an iPhone 6s, really basic, but on my wrist I have an Apple Watch with the camo wrist, and this power cord bracelet I made myself. It's about 10 feet of power cord, sort of falling apart. Has a whistle, and then it has a flint and steel. That EDC is what I wear every single day, even when I'm at home and at school. But if I go to Boy Scouts or if I'm on a camping trip, I carry a Leatherman Signal, which that's really a great Leatherman. I just got it for Christmas. Actually, not just got it. That was like a couple months ago. But also I carry a Leatherman pocket knife. I love Leatherman. I'm not affiliated with Leatherman at all, but I just really love their products.
So lately, I've been seeing a really big trend of kids and teenagers who want to get prepared, but they don't know how because, obviously they're still living at home and their parents just aren't on board with preparedness. So, what's your best advice for those who are under 18 and still, or anyone who's still living with their parents, but, they're not preparing, but they want to prepare the kids? So what's your best advice for anyone who's living with their parents, but who want to be prepared?
Okay, so if for younger people who want to be prepared, I'd really say prioritize skills over supplies, because most younger people, it's not like they have as much money as adults, because obviously they're young and they may have a job, but it may not make that much money. So I'd really say prioritize skills over supplies. Obviously, get supplies, but skills are really better. You can't really take skills away from anybody, and know how to use your gear and know your gear inside and out. It would be better if you have less gear and know it by like the back of your hand than have a bunch of gear that you don't really know you have, or it's like all unorganized. So if like your family may not be on board, yes, prepping I think is a family thing, but to approach it for your family, first off, they may not be as passionate about you as prepping. So don't go full in and be like, oh yeah, we're going to be prepping for like this and that and a bunch of big events, because they're going to get overwhelmed. You may even get overwhelmed. So I would say like during a dinner time, have them sit down and let's say, since I live on the East Coast, let's say you live on the East Coast. Say what would happen if a small hurricane and we lost power for 2 days? Or if your area is prone to tornadoes. You want to start with smaller things that will most likely happen, because then it will also open their eyes and say, this prepping thing isn't really that crazy and that abnormal. And also experiences like so I'm on the East Coast, so we've had a couple power outages, hurricanes, now this thing, and now my family is really on board with the whole prepping idea. So it's really just been a cool journey with my family, and in the beginning I said it's like they thought prepping was like this foreign subject, and now we're more like a prepping family, you could say.
Thank you so much for being on. An awesome interview. I loved it. Tell everyone where they can find you.
If you want it, you could go check me out at Happy Prepper on YouTube. And yeah, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, Morgan, for having me on.
Thank you all so much for watching. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. Go check out Happy Prepper. Talk to y'all later. Bye.